respiration in living organism. In this video, you will get all the knowledge of respiration that happened in living organisms. So, watch the complete video because we deliver better than anyone else. Friends, in this video we will see respiration, its type and method, and various steps. So, first let's see what is respiration. Respiration is a process in living organism which involves the production of energy, typically with the intake of oxygen and the release of carbon dioxide from the oxidation of complex organic substances. In all living organisms, respiration occurs at two levels. First one is the body level and second one is at cellular level. Oxygen and carbon dioxides are exchanged between bodies and surrounding in case of respiration occurring at body level, and in case of respiration at cellular level, foodstuffs are oxidized either with or without help of oxygen. Now let's see cellular respiration. Carbohydrates of the food that we consumed every day are mainly utilized for production of energy required for daily need. This energy is obtained in the form of ATP. For this purpose, glucose, which is a type of carbohydrate, is oxidized step by step in the cells. This is called cellular respiration. Cellular respiration occurs among the living organism by two methods. First one by involvement of oxygen. It is also known as aerobic respiration, and second method occurs in the absence of oxygen, that is called anaerobic respiration. Now first let's see aerobic respiration. In aerobic respiration, carbohydrates, that is glucose, is oxidized to form energy in the form of ATP. This process can be occurring in various steps with the help of glycolysis, Krebs cycle, and electron transfer chain reaction. Though glycolysis is anaerobic respiration and it does not require oxygen, but in many aerobic organisms that require oxygen also have this pathway. Glycolysis occurred in cytoplasm, so it can occur with the help of or without the help of oxygen. If we don't have oxygen, then we go over to fermentation. We will talk about that in future, but if we have oxygen, then we could proceed forward to Krebs cycle, sometimes called citric acid cycle, and then from there we proceed to electron transport chain. So let's see how energy is produced by glycolysis in aerobic organism. In this video there is very less about glycolysis. You may watch the whole and detailed process of glycolysis in our next video. The video link will be provided in video description, and also subscribe our channel to get video notification. Now let's see glycolysis process. In this process, molecules of glucose are oxidized step by step manner, and after that two molecules of pyruvic acid, ATP, NADH2 and water are formed. Molecules of pyruvic acid formed in this process are now converted into molecules of acetyl coenzyme A, and two molecules of NADH2 and two molecules of CO2 are released in this process. This is the whole process of glycolysis. Now let's come to tricarboxylic acid cycle or TCA cycle or Krebs cycle. Here this cycle is also in short. You can watch the detailed Krebs cycle in our next video. The link will be given in video description. Now let's come to tricarboxylic acid cycle or Krebs cycle. In this Krebs cycle, both the molecules of acetyl coenzyme A enter to mitochondria, and then it proceeds in cyclic process. This cyclic chain of reaction is nothing but tricarboxylic acid cycle, also known as Krebs cycle, and this whole cycle is operated in the mitochondria. It means mitochondria is the site of Krebs cycle. Okay, can you tell me why TCA cycle is also known as Krebs cycle? and why Krebs cycle is also known as TCA cycle. If you know the answer, comment it fast, otherwise wait for our next video of Krebs cycle. Through this TCA cycle, acetyl part of acetyl coenzyme A is completely oxidized and molecules of CO2, H2O, NADH2, FADH2 are derived. Now in this row we will see electron transfer chain reaction. Because our body needs electrons, so electrons requirement of our body are fulfilled by this process. In this process, molecules of NADH2, FADH2 that was formed during all above mentioned processes will participate in electron transfer chain reaction. Due to this, 3 molecules of ATP are abstained from each NADH2 and 2 molecules of ATP from each FADH2 molecule. Besides ATP, water molecules are also formed in this reaction. This whole process operated in mitochondria only. Thus, because of these all 3 processes, a molecule of glucose is completely oxidized in aerobic respiration and molecules of CO2 and H2 are produced along with energy. But what happened during the insufficiency of glucose in our body? If there is insufficient amount of carbohydrate in our body due to some exceptional conditions, then lipids and proteins are used for energy production. In case of lipids, they are converted into fatty acids, whereas proteins are converted into amino acids. Fatty acids and amino acids are converted into acetyl coenzyme A and energy is obtained through complete oxidation of acetyl coenzyme A by the process of Krebs cycle in mitochondria. Process of energy production through aerobic respiration is shown in this chart. If there is carbohydrate, it will go through glycolysis and then via acetyl coenzyme A will go to Krebs cycle. If there are lipids and proteins, then they are converted into fatty acids and amino acids respectively. Then fatty acids and amino acids are converted into acetyl coenzyme A and it will proceed to Krebs cycle in mitochondria. And finally, these all produce CO2 and H2O along with energy. Now, let's proceed to anaerobic respiration, that is, respiration which occurs in the absence of oxygen. Some organisms cannot live in presence of oxygen, example many bacteria. Such living organisms have to perform anaerobic respiration for energy production. Glycolysis and fermentation are 2 steps takes place in anaerobic respiration. In this type of respiration, glucose is incompletely oxidized and less amount of energy is abstained as compared to aerobic respiration. Pyruvic acid produced through glycolysis is converted into other organic acids or alcohol with the help of some enzymes in this process. This process is called fermentation. Some higher plants, animals and aerobic microorganisms also perform anaerobic respiration instead of aerobic respiration if there is depletion in oxygen level in surrounding. Example, seed perform anaerobic respiration if the soil is submerged under water during germination and during the first 1 to 2 minutes of exercise in humans. Now understand energy production through anaerobic respiration in living organism by this chart. Glucose via glycolysis produce pyruvic acid and this pyruvic acid with the help of fermentation converted into alcohol, vinegar, vitamins and some organic acids like lactic acids. This all is the process of respiration in living organism. I hope you found it helpful. Please like this video. Stay with us. Jai Hind.